His gear. This is amazing. Thanks. I'm gonna put it up in my on my wall. I mean, this is very special. Come on, this is all the gear that he used to fight tonight. This is very special. Thank you, Fedor. Thanks, guys.
What did that mean tonight, Scott? That you could see the reception for Fader when he came out, and the reception when he knocked Frank out. What does this moment mean for the world of mixed martial arts?
I mean, Fedor is back. I mean, to me, it's like the walkout felt. To me, the walkout was the same in New York, where when he walked out, anytime he walks out, it's a big deal. And in Chicago, last time he fought here, same thing. I mean, he has this presence, this aura. He has, the it factor. It doesn't matter if he wins or loses, honestly. He's still going to be Fedor, the greatest fighter that ever fought in the heavyweight division. So, to me, this is a fight I was really looking forward to. I think we talked earlier about what it meant, and, now there was, it was just the right moment in time, and these guys got it on, and, Fedor won, and now he's moving forward to fight Chael Sonnen in our heavyweight tournament, and I'm excited. I mean, I'm really excited about the future for the heavyweight division.
Would now be the right time for a fight of the night bonus, or would you have a night like tonight where it's all finishes? Would that just be too hard?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, it's some of our pay scale, you have to understand, is not based on wins like the fighters, not so much to show and so much to win. A lot of our fighters, like, whether Fedor finished him or not, he gets a very, very hefty flat rate, right? So it's a little, we pay a little bit different than maybe some of the other organizations. But we are working on something, but just, hang tight. Maybe before the end of the year, we'll have something fun to announce.
When's the last time you've seen a night like this? You had 4 submissions and a TKO in your main card. I don't remember in Strikeforce or Bellator that you've ever had.
Yeah, I mean, Strikeforce was named Strikeforce because we called it Strikeforce, right? It wasn't Jiu-Jitsu Force or Wrestle Force, right? But it was like a Jiu-Jitsu night tonight. And you go back to, the core principles of martial arts and the core principles of MMA, and Jiu-Jitsu is you better have a good Jiu-Jitsu game, because if you don't, you saw what happened tonight. And very effective Jiu-Jitsu out there tonight. I was really impressed, and I was impressed with Dylan, because think about this: a lot of jiu-jitsu fights. This is the first time in front of a crowd like this to walk down that ramp, and I'm sure his heart was pumping. But he delivered, and same thing with Neiman. Neiman's a guy that has had 7, 8 fights with us, but the submissions were impressive. I'm very very impressed with our other group of guys that fought tonight, and Fedor had a beautiful hip throw and finished the fight, and I was like, wow, that's pretty impressive. But as far as the jiu-jitsu goes, after I speak, Hoist can come up and talk about, the master of the jiu-jitsu can come up and speak about the style of art. But go ahead.
Scott, going back to Fedor, obviously a kind of bizarre week for him with the FBI turning up at the Fight Hotel on Tuesday to interview him. What's your take on it? As the promoter of the event, and the fact he had to go through what seems to be a few interviews this week with the FBI.
Yeah, I don't know I got the call that this was going down, and right away I was a little bit, my heart was started racing, like, what's going on. But Fedor assured me that everything's fine, has nothing to do with him, that it's something that they want to talk about, and he wouldn't go into too much detail with me. So that's his business.
Is that because he's been instructed this is secretive or whatever it is?
That I have no idea. That's something you should ask. Did you ask him that, Gareth? Because I have no idea.
He wasn't distracted at all, he said, by the whole...
Yeah, I mean, he's a very stoic gentleman, inside and outside the cage, and he just happens to be, this fighter that can turn it on and do a lot of damage in a very short amount of time.
The fight was going to end the way that it ended. If he was going to win, did you expect him to win the way that he did?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought if he was going to win the fight, it was going to be a ground and pound, or by punches. And if it was going to be a submission, I thought that Frank might have the advantage.
Did you think it would be that quick?
I did tell my guys it's not going to go past 1 round, because you're talking about 2 big men in there, and they're throwing it and they're going for it. And heavyweights are different. You get hit, it's over. So I'm sorry, it did not surprise me.
Scott, what's your take on Dylan Dennis and his personality? Do you think he's going to rub people the right way, the wrong way, or would you be happy as long as he gets a reaction, no matter what?
You know, come on now. You're talking about my partner here. Like that's, you know, we're partners. No, but on a serious note, listen. You know, you know, he talks a lot of trash. He's gonna have some people there hating on him, but to me, I love it all. I love, you know, the drama of it all, and let him go build his fan base. And some people come here to see him lose, and some people come to see him win. And to me, we'll put him in some great fights in the future. We have a great 170-pound division, so he's gonna have his hands full as he moves forward.
Is he going to get the Ben Askren fight that he's asking for, though?
Oh, I didn't even know that he was asking for it. You know.
His exact quote was, "If I tell Scott Coker to go get it, I'll do that."
Okay, well then I better get on it right away.
I know you have talked with Ben, and is Ben interested in still coming back here, or is it something that?
I mean, my thought was, you know, Ben talked to our matchmaker, Rich, and he reached out to him, I think, a couple weeks ago. I talked to Chaudhry. He's still under contract with ONE FC, and so there's some things to work out, you know. But, you know, it's Ben, I don't think he really wants to fight. I think he wants to fight one more fight and then be done with it. That's what I understand. And to me, it's like, you know, we have a lot of plans for these guys in the 170-pound weight class. So we're going to keep everybody busy. We got a big fight for MVP coming up in London. We got a big fight for Fitch and Daly in San Jose, May 12th. So we're going to keep these guys busy. You know, I want fighters that are going to be here fighting. And, you know, so that's how my feel on the whole thing.
You know, back to the main event really quickly, and you look at what's coming up with Fedor and Chael, and a lot of people, it feels like you've been a part of a lot of big fights. This would feel like the biggest fight in Bellator history, considering the history of Chael and Fedor going down as one of the greatest fighters, if not the greatest fighter.
Yeah, I think this is a historic moment for the company. I think as a fight fan myself, it's a historic moment for me in MMA. And I think that fight with Chael could be even bigger than what we saw tonight.
Do you know where that will be yet?
No, we will probably start working on that this week because, you know, it's probably going to end up somewhere on the East Coast, right? And if it was Mir versus Chael, it'll probably end up on the West Coast. So that's what we're thinking. So, you know, we've already talked to a couple of venues. We're starting to work some things out, but now we'll start moving forward on Monday.
Emmanuel Sanchez was very adamant on the mic after his win. Talk to him. Does he have plans on his next fight?
Well, he did until he told me to get off the phone. I'm joking. Listen, he is a great talent, and I love that kid. I mean, he always brings it, and he always talks a great game, and he always backs it up. So to me, you know, he's a guy that we're gonna continue to move forward. And I don't, you know, I got to go back and talk to my guys, but I don't see why he wouldn't be the guy that fights the winner of the Pitbull fight in Rome. So, you know, he's right in there.
As a promoter, would you want to stick Dennis and Chael on the same card? So they quote unquote do all the heavy lifting.
Stick who and who?
Dennis and Chael on
Oh.
the same card.
Boy, that, you know, I think anytime Dylan fights is going to be special. I think anytime Chael fights is special. Anytime Fedor fights is special. So, you know, I think that we're gonna the next fight card that Fedor fights in for the semifinals is going to be a stack card once again.
You mentioned East Coast. Is there a strong likelihood? I mean, would you want to be back in the Garden for that? And then if so, if you were able to do that, would you want it to be on pay-per-view, or is that not something you want to do with any of these tournament fights because you haven't done it with the
Yeah, you know, one thing that Kevin Kay and I talked about when we started this venture with this tournament is, you know, that these should be on Paramount Network, and I think that we're going to stick to that.
You said about Dylan. So what makes Dylan so special?
Have you seen his pajamas? I mean, you guys, seriously.
We can go one time.
Well, you know, it's just you just gotta have that swagger about yourself, right? No, but honestly, you know, he's kind of got a little swagger to him, right? And I enjoy that. To me, it's like, look, if that's what you want to do, and you want to have that, you know, play that role, that's fine. I'm good with it. And let him. He'll have an opportunity to flourish. We'll put him on a big spotlight. He can come down the ramp with all the music and the lights and the video, and you know, we'll give him a great opportunity to, you know, to grow his brand.
Is Lovato versus Salter still in the works, or does Lovato jump past that with his performance tonight?
He looked really good. The only thing I would say to that is with Salter, I want to see how long he's going to be out before I answer that question. So, you know, when I get back to San Jose, we'll talk to Bob Cook, his manager, and we'll find out what kind of you know, time Salter will need to get back, and then we'll decide. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Always Gracie. Please, let's talk about the jiu-jitsu.